moons. What could wash? Stay back, stranger. The shrines are shuttered and the sea waters stagnant and squalid. Or are you part of the syndicate, here to savage the Moonlit Cove? Yes, sacrilegious smugglers and sugar tools. They came in their skiffs and turned our sacred shrines into skooma stays. Now the waters stink of their scummy stock. Shaveskins, the lot of them. Should our shrines stay soiled, the sojourners who seek sanctification here will steep in soured skooma. Shazar shudders to surmise what sickness spawns from these suspect waters. It must be expelled. Srendar sends me a saint. To sanctify the shoal, you must seek the sacred shrines inside the Moonlit Cove and sip from their source. Swallowing the sacramental waters will suffuse you with their sanctity and the skooma. Then we send it out to sea. Steady, sleek one. The sparkling waters streaming from the shrines are sacred. Their spiritual strength will safeguard you and allow you to sanctify the shoal once more. Shazar is seldom mistaken. To strip the sacred sugar suspended in the shoal's shallows. All the light Joan and Jode shines upon the sea surges into this cove and mixes with the spring water spilling from our shrines and settles on the shore, ensnaring the moonlight within. Assuredly, it sparkles like strands of sapphires sailing on the tide. Before the cove was spoiled by these scoundrels, soaking in the sweet waters brought Khajiit perfect serenity. Now, the spoiled waters stir only sickness and insanity. Shazar has heard screaming and shouting from within the cove. The senseless shrieking of sugar tooths whipped into hysteria. The skooma these sinners swill stinks of unsavory scum. Surely, though Shazar slogged many days across the scorch to soak here, so the stench may stem from him.
Explore this place as a cub. Here, sniff out where Bazahar is hiding.
Khajiit does not like the elves. He sees how they look down their noses at us.
what you say. Even short won't buy schooner that drives you mad.
Ugh, that's edge. This must be where Bazahar's hiding. Come, Walker. Let's talk. Bazahar's stench is unmistakable. He's locked himself in this chamber. Probably has his loot nearby too. Hopefully, that includes the bell. We just have to figure out how to get inside. When Zaji lived here, he used this cove to get away from Mother's constant nagging. It was also a good spot to bring the lovely sweetmeats, yes? Back in the day, Zaji even snagged the key to the back chambers from a sleeping moon priest. It wasn't his hideout then, but yes. Well, no. Zaji knows where he left it though. Come, Walker. Zaji has a lockbox hidden nearby. That ladder, it should be here somewhere.
Don't drink the water. Too much runoff sullying it out. See that alcove up ahead? It was Zaji's secret spot when the cove contained less Bazahar. That's where you'll find the key. The ladder this one used is missing. Oh, if only we had... Wait! Zaji has something that will help! This grappling bow. Zaji found it in the sanctum before we left for Black Heights. They thought it might come in handy. Looks simple enough to use. Just aim and pull the trigger. Like a crossbow, yes? Then the rope propels you upward. More tips, more tips. There is a grapple point on the edge of some nearby scaffolding. Aim for that and let the bow do all the work. Remember, look for a lockbox. That's where young Zaji stored his most precious items. Well, before he acquired the perfect palms. Zaji will keep watch from down here. We only have one grappling bow, yes? Zaji grew bored spending all his time in the temple. All the praying and cleaning and chanting. So, Zaji would come here. He hid away high in an alcove so the moon priest wouldn't find him and stole a key so he could explore the back rooms. Oh, yes. She screeched and scowled at Zaji's blasphemous disregard of his chores every time he returned home. Eventually, Mother realized the less we saw one another, the better it was for both of us.
I say we train those drug-addled lunatics like pansies. They already get this drug.
Steven's unsteady on the sheet. They keep getting into the sugar sacks.
Someone comes! It's Zaji by the door!
This one thinks this woman is Christ. Never should have.
Guess the Steven's unsteady on the sheet. They keep getting into the sugar sacks.
Let's get the bell and get out of this place. Stay upwind of Bazahar. His rotten breath has been known to clear barnacles off a ship's house. That's him! Bazahar the bull! Go get him, Walker!
You've got some nerve! Get in here and kill these shave skins! Come here, bastards! We've...
That's it, 5-Claw! Show them what for! Look at that! Old Rotmouth actually kept the bell.
Stranger, you're sudden to your skivvies. Have you supped on the shrine's waters? You are looking somewhat sallow. Best not to let the sickening skooma seep in too deeply. Step into the shadows, my squeamish savior, and spit all that poison out to sea. Shazar has never seen such a tsunami of spew. Surely it was a sobering experience. But you've spared Moonlit Cove a similar fate. Srendar's salty tears, yes. The sanctuary is safe again. Someone will still need to strong on these smugglers into shoving off, but Moonlit Cove will survive. Take this as Shazar's show of support. May Joan and Jove shower you with succor. Shazar soon hopes to shed his soiled clothes and scrub until he sparkles. Then, back to Senshar for another show. Only there, Shazar hopes to be showered in treasures. Just so. A singer, a tale spinner, and a spinner of tales. Shazar regrets that you see him in this sorry state, but his thespian spirit shone through his sloppy appearance. Or his manner of speaking suggested so. Shazar did not cross the sweltering scorch only to spin round and slink back to Senshar like a smitten cinch. Since you've shored up the situation inside, Shazar suspects the unscrupulous schemers will scatter like skeevers soon enough. Not for some time. The ceremony you perform stirs the sacred source of the shrines and instills the show with the same spiritual spotless supply. Their spouts will spray streams of sacramental water to sluice the despoiling skooma out to sea.